Yo, what's going on, guys? Well, unfortunately, we hey, we're dealing with another killing, right? I mean, look, I'm definitely sensitive to the victims. This ain't about me. There's two things here, right? I want to be sensitive to the victims, but also want to make my point about the gun situation in this country. So I'm gonna first start off by saying my condolences go out to the families of the victims, and anybody that was impacted directly or even indirectly. If you feel like your emotional state of mind is warrant for you to be impacted, hey, my condolences to you too. And so I'll just name off the victims out of respect. I'll just go ahead and make my point. So Devin Chandler, Lavelle Davis Jr., and Deshaun Perry. Deepest condolences to you guys and your family. Okay, I do really saddened. I'm saddened by the situation. I do really hope everybody gets through the situation. Okay. Now to some of the points I want to make. And look, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm learning. So I'm learning how to put information together, and hey, I'm going to just struggle through this shit. I'm going to figure out how to get certain, the information I think that we really need out there. And I want to challenge the status quo. I want to challenge these organizations that think they're reporting on, all the facts, because hey, one thing I haven't heard is, where did Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. get his gun? Okay. So let's just let's talk about a few things here. Well, what do we know about this guy? Right, he graduated with a 4.2 grade point average, fifth in his class. Petersburg chose him as a top male student athlete for an annual scholarship program run by sports backers and the Richmond Times Dispatch, where he won a $2,500 scholarship, right? Upon graduation, he said he was interested in pursuing a degree in political science or business administration. Three school employees who knew him declined to comment on Monday. Let me actually open this up. Let's open this up. Oh, actually, I already got it open. So yeah, guys, I mean, where's all the hoopla and hurrah about where this guy got his gun? Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is there are some pretty damn tight gun laws in Virginia. Okay, they got background checks too, guys. They got them. Oh fuck yeah, they got them. So, I mean, part of what I want to do is I want to challenge this whole mentality that making it harder to buy a gun is actually going to curb these type of killings. Okay, the only way you would know that these type of killings, or the only way you would assume these types of killings would be curbed or slowed down with tighter purchasing restrictions, is if you actually knew the causation. I don't think causality is the right word. The causation of said event, right? So if we don't know, if we can't correlate all these murders to a gun purchase, that alone really weakens the position that actually adding additional layers like permitting, because they already got good background checks, guys. Fucking newsflash. Like I said, if you bought a gun anytime recently, it took me a year to get a gun. It took me a whole goddamn year. So let's see. What do we know about this guy, right? I mean, he's 23 years old.
Your story. It lives in the mother of states.
The hell is that?
Honor still matters, and history is more than a school subject.
Hold on a second.
It's the story of Virginia, told by those who live in and here in the
all right, we're getting a damn commercial here.
Where it comes to life.
What is playing? I don't know where that sound came from, but let's see. Hey, there are a lot of flags, right? Chris made threats, right? So he made threats. No gun involved in the threats, apparently. Roommate didn't find a gun. What happened with that? Gun threat made, right? Let's just say that you're able to create a catch-all law like, slowing gun purchasing down, right? That is still a crapshoot. That's still throwing a bunch of shit at the wall, hoping that something sticks, right? Now, on the contrary, if you actually know someone has a gun, if you actually believe someone is to be a threat and has a weapon, you would think that you would fully vet that out. Searching the house, man, arrest this dude, whatever, man. Just figure this shit out, right? He's got a gun. Now all you gotta do is find the damn gun. We're talking about 2 months ago, whenever the hell they had an idea that the dude had a gun, right? Easy way to prevent these 3 murders, right? What happened there? Okay, I mean, I'm sure there are policies that can be improved in that area alone. All right. I want to pull up the gun rights. I don't know why this shit's opening up in the wrong one. I want to show Virginia. Oh, let's go here. In Virginia, firearms dealers must keep the original background check consent form required as part of every Virginia firearms sale, every one of them, for at least 2 years, and permit certain law enforcement officers to examine a form related to a particular firearm in the course of a bona fide criminal investigation. Now, actually, you know what? I just answered my own damn question. Okay, so he didn't buy his damn gun from the store, guys. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know how I know? Because the fact of the matter is, if they had records, they wouldn't have needed to look for a gun. They would have known he had a record of a purchase of a firearm, and they would have been looking for the firearm that he bought. Pretty damn obvious, right? That's pretty damn self-explanatory. I buy a gun. I do a background check. They know I have a gun. They know they did a damn background check. I do a crime 2 years from now with a gun, or I'm gonna say I don't do a crime. I threaten somebody. I say I'm gonna fucking kill you. Okay, and then I go home. I threaten someone at school, and then I go home, and they say, "Hey, Nick said he's gonna kill somebody. He said he has a gun." Oh, well, let's go do an investigation. Nick, do you have a gun? No, I don't have a gun. Oh, there's a roommate. Does Nick have a gun? No, he doesn't have a gun. Oh, well, he doesn't have a gun. Oh, well, obviously he didn't buy the damn gun legally. Okay, obviously. So that okay. Unless someone can clarify that in the comments, prove that he bought his gun legally, and maybe he didn't get a background check or some shit. But looking at his record, looking at the things they said about him, this guy didn't really show that many. I mean, he had some flags, but he was very smart, right? He had a high GPA. Everybody said he was a good kid, which don't mean shit. His mom, I mean, yeah, obviously your mother's going to say you're a good kid. His mentor had good things to say about him. But this guy's a killer. See, the liberals feel for the victims and the murderers. They don't blame them for anything. They're blaming the gun. You see what I'm saying? Like, if someone gets killed from gun violence, it's not the person that did the killing that gets the most blame in this country. I'm surprised they don't just let them fucking go. I'm surprised they don't just put them in jail for a few years, prison for a few years, and then let them go and tell them they can never own a gun again. You know, if it really was the gun that did the crime and not the person. But we all know that's just bullshit. Let's see. He attacked other children who bullied him for being smart. Basically, he had anger issues. He was involved in a hazing incident. Prior criminal incident involved a concealed weapon violation. That was in 2021, just mentioned. So, look, this guy had all these flags, but still, you guys can't fucking stop. You can't prevent it. You can't, even with all these flags, you weren't effective in stopping him from killing people. Was not a law-abiding citizen. The guy's under 30 years old. He didn't buy a gun for protection. He bought a gun to kill people. He got his hands on a gun to kill people. Simple as that. And that's what he did. That's what anybody else that gets a gun is going to do that wants to kill people. They're going to kill people. They're going to get a gun illegally. They ain't going to go to the store. I said in my other video, we give criminals too much credit. They're not smart. But no, they're not that fucking stupid. They're actually probably smarter than a lot of fucking people that write the legislation to make it harder to buy guns, because you guys don't seem to know how the damn guns are even bought. You know, and the reporters don't even talk about it. You know, that should be the first thing that gets talked about. Where did he get a gun? How did he get his hands on the gun? Rule it out, right? Start to work those strings. If we really knew that these guys were buying guns and they weren't getting background checked, or they're getting background checked and they're slipping through the background check, well, then clearly it don't fucking matter how many background checks you do. A background check is not it's not 100% indicator on how someone is going to perform in the future. It does. Hell, it forecasts they ain't gonna never do anything. The forecast on someone that's never done a crime is to never do a crime, but that doesn't mean someone's gonna go do a crime. That's just a forecasted data based on the data that we know. Okay, so again, like I ain't gonna make this ain't gonna be no long ass video, but I wanted to touch on a couple of those points. Because I think it makes a big, it's important. These data points should really flip these types of gun policies and legislation on their ass. Virginia's approach to firearm records checks does not infringe on the individual's ability to purchase or possess a firearm, while those individuals who are prohibited by state or federal law are denied legal access to firearms. Again, they still go out in the street and buy a damn gun, guys. The Virginia Department of State Police developed and administers the Virginia Firearms Transaction Program. This program became operational on November 1st, 1989. All right. 30 years ago, and provides for a timely point of sale approval or disapproval decision regarding the sale or transfer of all firearms based upon the results of a criminal history record information check concerning the prospective purchaser pursuant to this law, right? This Code of Virginia. This program was the first of its type in the nation. Virginia was able to implement this program because of the Central Criminal Records Exchange, maintained by the Virginia State Police, is one of the most complete records repositories in the nation and provides database for the VFPT. I wonder if I can get my access to this damn database. Because see, what I want to do, I want to look it up whether or not this guy bought his gun. I mean, I'm going to keep tracking this story. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my information together and we'll figure it out. And any other fucking killings that come around, if I had time and if I feel like it, right now, this is of interest to me. Virginia Code requires a criminal history background check to be performed for employees of a gun dealer. I mean, look, man, they are doing the checks. You guys touting out. This is why I really believe you guys you're not correlating the cause of these incidents with a resolution. You guys are just being tricked by a party that says, let's just get rid of the guns, which I really don't even understand why. I mean, what reason is there to remove the guns if they're not actually going to solve the problem? That makes me wonder, makes me think, what is that bigger picture looking like? What is the reason? But that doesn't matter as much, I guess. What really is concerning is that you guys really think this is going to stop people like this from killing people. So I challenge everybody to start to question where these violent people are coming from. Try to question how it is they're getting their hands on these weapons. Hell, if it's the black market, you can't do shit about that. You can't do shit about that. You can get rid of you can outlaw guns in this entire country, make it so police officers don't have guns, make it so that nobody in America has a gun, is allowed to have a gun, and there will still be guns out here, okay? Just look at what they did when they banned alcohol, right? You can't ban anything. That's how black markets come up. It's going to happen every fucking time. When these group of people say you can't buy something, there's always going to be another group of motherfuckers that say, oh, yes, you can. You didn't ask the right person. Again, I ain't gonna fucking make this a long ass video. I just want to come up in here and touch on this real quick because, hey, it just happened. And I think that there's a lot more gaps in this country than just, squeeze, just trying to tighten the damn gun law so tight that nobody can even buy one. There are so many other low-hanging fruit there's so many areas of low-hanging fruit that you guys can be focused on instead of just trying to hit this one fucking apple at the very top of the tree. There's shit that you can just pull. Oh, well, there's an apple right here. Oh, right here. Well, oh shit, there's another one. Oh, you mean gun detectors at the school? Shit, that's low-hanging fruit. Fucking go. We doing that in stores. Right? You can't even get in a club with a gun. But you could walk in, you get on a fucking bus though. You know what I'm saying? No. How about you guys focus on that low hanging fruit? And I say you guys because you guys are really the ones that are passionate about this shit. You guys are, you know what I'm saying? Look, I am passionate about protecting myself, even though I don't really think I even need it. But I have it. It's my Second Amendment to carry and to protect myself. I'm passionate about doing that. I'm passionate about living my life and protecting myself. Well, you guys are passionate about fucking ending murders. You want to stop crazy people from killing people. That's your passion. And you guys should really get into that passion. Find out what's making these people crazy. Find out why these motherfuckers are flipping out and killing everybody. Find out why people don't like to snitch in these areas, right? You got motherfuckers that are killing people and people are refusing to cooperate. That's the reason why I think that what I read is when they found, where they called on this guy to check if he had a gun 2 years ago. People didn't want to cooperate. So what about that? What about a policy that says if you don't cooperate in an investigation and someone that you're very close to, that you have information regarding, kill somebody, then you're culpable or whatever. You're also partly responsible. I mean, look, I don't know. I'm just throwing out some fucking ideas. I tell you one thing, you're never going to get rid of the guns. You're never going to get I don't think you'll ever get the Second Amendment modified. So, I mean, these people these politicians are running on the idea that they're going to get get some shit like that passed, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. I just don't think it could happen. All right, so I want to look at this thing real quick before I get off. You look, and these votes are going to come in very slow. Look at that shit, still 70%. They have like 3 weeks to count all the votes in Washington County, all the mail-in ballots. So sit back, guys. This is going to be a minute. They claim victory fairly fast, but I don't know. They might not. There's still a chance that this shit doesn't pass. But it definitely has us all still talking and thinking about, these gun conversations, these gun policies. Adding more background checks you're not going to catch more. You're not going to catch, it's not like fishing. You have more nets, catch more fish. More background checks, find more shit. So one background check is all you need. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, your dual background checks now for Oregon or whatever, the one at the gun store, the one from the police or whatever. I mean, however that shit's supposed to work. Even the police and sheriffs have already acknowledged this is a bad law. So, I mean, that alone, you guys designed this law without the cooperation of the very people you expect to protect you because you don't have a gun, B, the ones that you expect to actually manage and maintain the damn permit system. I mean, it could have been another group. You decided to choose the sheriff's department, and then you apply all these laws to the actual people that you have in positions A and B. I mean, it's like you guys just slapping everybody. Just slapping let's slap the gun owners. Let's slap the goddamn sheriffs in the face. Let's slap everybody that wants to protect themselves in the future, that don't have a gun, that like to buy a gun. I mean, you guys shot your own foot off. I have my protection. I have enough. Okay. Now, if you guys decide that your life is threatened now, anytime between now and the time your life gets threatened, you might not be able to get a gun. You'll be going to fucking sporting goods store getting a knife or a machete or some fucking what do they call those? Some ninja stars or some throwing knives. You might learn how to throw those sons of bitches so you can actually do some range fighting. I don't know. But you're going to be waiting for your fucking gun permit. You're going to be waiting for your appointment to get your permit. Yeah, you're going to be waiting for that, right? That shit might be 6 months down the road. That could be a year from now. It took me a year to get my concealed handler's permit. It was like 6 months. And then, I missed the appointment with COVID because it got canceled. Then they sent a follow-up email and I missed it. They didn't call me. They sent a fucking email. And my damn email account has 50,000 unread emails. Right? So, I'm saying it's not going to be a smooth process at all. It ain't smooth now. It's about to be real rough for your ass if you need one, though. And I know a lot of you guys like, I don't need a gun. I'll never fucking shoot. I don't need one. Oh, yeah. That's the story, right? You don't need anything until you need it. I never needed anything until I actually needed it. So yeah, your whole idea is I don't need a gun. That is a dumbass argument. So the things I don't need today, you're telling me the shit I'm not gonna need it tomorrow. So yeah, you guys just basically crippled yourself from getting a gun, crippled anybody from getting a gun, and then another thing is, Multnomah County, you guys are very, 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 very small portion of Oregon. And you're trying to literally pass a law amongst the entire state. Why not just do this shit on your own? Why not just pass some shit in Multnomah County, man? Restrict it so you can only have 2 bullets in your gun. How about that? Restrict it so that you have to carry an empty magazine that you throw at someone's fucking head when your first magazine goes empty. Just do whatever you want. Create whatever policies you guys think makes sense, right? Why don't you create a policy where you're not even allowed to have any magazines at all, and you take the gun and you fucking beat someone in the fucking head with it in the back part of the butt? You know what I'm saying? Just use it as a blunt force object if that's what you guys think is necessary. Cripple the fucking gun to be completely useless. But the criminals are still going to carry guns. You ain't going to listen to your laws. And, you're still going to be in the same situation. But anyway, you guys have 300-400 fucking people in that county. And, I think you guys passing this law across the whole state is just really irresponsible. Regardless as to whether or not it would actually work for you guys, it ain't going to work. It might stop dumbasses from driving out to California and driving out up to Oregon and just buying a gun, if that's what they're doing. But I just don't see the gun laws as being loose at all, because like I said, I had to wait over a year. I forgot I even wanted a gun. I fucking forgot what gun I even picked out. That's how long it 1 year is too long to wait for anything. Shit, man, there ain't nothing that the only thing, you're waiting for your credit score to go up. That's about you expect to wait a couple years for that kind of shit to happen, anyway, I'm gonna go and get off, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, shit, fucked up, man. RIP to those young men. Bad way to go out, man. Bad way to go out. But that's the life we live, man. You got people that want to kill people. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what these guys did? Said. I won't even say did. That sounds like they, I'm sure they didn't do anything, but who knows what they said to that kid? You know what I'm saying? That it pissed him off so bad. You know what I'm saying? Obviously that dude was disturbed. Obviously he had a fucking problem. You don't kill 3 people, man, at the same time if you ain't got no problem. That ain't that, you know what I'm saying? That don't happen. You don't kill people. 3 people at the same damn time, unless you got some serious fucked up shit going on in your head. These 3 guys all must have been laughing at him, telling this dude, talking shit about him. You know what I'm saying? And he can't handle it. He got to kill him. And the thing is, man, these guys don't even see. This is another thing before I go, I want to mention, these guys aren't even killed in a normal way. You know what I'm saying? This is not no motherfucker going to buy a gun from a store. Normal ass dude, got guns in a gun safe. Then goes to school one day, all of a sudden, and gets on a bus and is like, man, fuck these dudes, man. I'm about to kill these niggas, man. That's not how that shit. No. This dude had a gun 2 years ago. He had anger problems. All right, he's just waiting for a motherfucker to flip that damn switch. And you know what? These guys flipped it for this guy, right? He flipped it. You know what I'm saying? This dude's going through school like, man, I just wish a motherfucker would every day. Got that I wish a nigga would and mentality. I wish a nigga would. I'm going to end up on the news. You don't fucking accidentally end up on the news. That's some shit you plan to do. Motherfuckers know how to do shit to become news-worthy. That's the most premeditated shit you could do. You know what I'm saying? So this guy was highly affected by the things that these kids said or did to him. And ain't no way these guys deserve to die. Don't misunderstand me. These kids didn't say shit. You're warning them dying, let alone being blasted on a bus in front of their friends while they at school or going to a fucking football game, whatever the hell they was doing exactly. Right? So you gotta think yourself, put yourself in the mind of that shooter. You know what I'm saying? How disturbed would you have to be to kill more than one person, let alone one person? I mean, one person really damn sure to piss you off to say, I'm about to kill this motherfucker. Right? 3 people. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is this was a statement and he made it. He's being talked about now. That's what these kind of killers want. They want to be talked about. They want to make the news. And then they get you guys all scared. Now you guys are like, oh God, we gotta get rid of the guns. We gotta get rid of the guns. How about get rid of crazy people? I mean, because when the guns are gone, they're going to grab something else. I mean, you know, he would have fucking, if he had a grenade, you don't think he would have threw it in that bus? You don't think he would have done that? I mean, they can make pipe bombs. This shit's on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can make shit that blows up. You know, I don't know how to do it. I never looked it up. But I know, I mean, look, if people are looking up bombs and shit, I mean, the FBI probably be on you too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is like, people want to kill people. This is what this country is all about. There's always going to be a crazy ass dude that's going to say, or a crazy person that's going to say, I want to make some motherfucking noise today. You know what I'm saying? Highly personal. I feel like these 3 kids was assassinated. Unless, I mean, well, maybe he's just shooting up people, right? I gotta go look at more of the story. I'm gonna track it. I'm gonna start tracking it. I know we all are, right? But I'm gonna look at more of the story. Maybe these guys just ran. I think they did say a few more kids were hurt. So if that's the case, then he was even more disturbed. It ain't even personal. He has an issue with the school, the football team, the coach maybe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, for you to just randomly try to, let's just say you're in a classroom and you want to kill, you just start shooting everybody in the fucking classroom. Does that mean you don't like everybody in class? Or does that mean that maybe you got a bad grade when everybody else got a good grade and you're taking it out on them because the teacher set a standard that was too high for you, but high enough for everybody else? Maybe that's the situation that plays out when people decide they want to just fucking start shooting all the kids. Bullying, right? We all know bullying will make you want to fuck everyone up. 2 people talking shit, the whole class starts laughing at you. Now all of a sudden you're a laughing stock of the classroom and you want to go in and hurt the whole classroom. That play out, you know? Or you just jealous. You don't run as fast as everybody else. You know, if running, you know, you didn't jump as high. You're not as funny. You're not as good looking. You don't have the same girlfriends that they got. I mean, you know, there's all these other areas that nobody ever talks about. It's just the gun. But no, how about all this other shit too? I mean, yeah, the gun is one of 400 components here. No one, you know, they never address bullying. You don't see no anti-bully laws. All this bullying on the internet, bullying in comments, bullying all over the fucking place. Adults bully adults on the internet, and then kids bully kids in real life. Adults don't bully adults in real life very much because it's childish shit to do, but they're bully online. And everybody's a bully online. Kids are bullies and adults are bullies. So, I mean, no legislation to stop bullying. You know what I'm saying? No legislation to stop talking shit about people and driving people to greater mental instabilities. You know, they always talk about the gun. They never talk about the person behind the gun, you know, or the people connected to the people that kill people. You know what I'm saying? They're all like, you know, he, looking at this Twitter comment, you know, it's like they, usually sounds like he may have been jealous. I'm just saying, right? He may have been jealous. You know, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. But I think even if, you know, you play it out. So let's just say you buy a gun legally and you end up killing somebody. A background check's not going to stop that. You know, a background check just can't tell the future. So I agree with them. They're important, the background checks, because hell, if you got a bad background, it definitely might be a good indicator that you're going to might have a continued bad background in the future. But it never can tell you who's about to go bad. You need other indicators for that. You need credit history. You need current relationships. You know, you need a lot of other information. A lot of data points have to come in to determine when somebody's about to go crazy. And for the most part, we don't even collect that much data. You know, the FBI and the CIA, they have the ability to get that data by tapping into your phone and stuff. But, you know, normal people and normal police agencies, they don't have the ability to go in and, you know, you'd have to be a threat to national security, not just a threat to a school. You're not going to get the FBI. I don't think you'll get the FBI for just one minor threat like that. You know, it has to be like a significant threat, interstate threat, you know, some shit that's going to cause significant loss of life, you know. But again, tell me how the gun laws would have stopped this. That's all. These are going to be my talking points when I do these kind of streams. Tell me how the gun law would have stopped it. That's all I want to know. And look, if people can really tell me how that shit would work, and if I really believe it would work, I'll have your back with that gun policy. I will have your back to strengthen and tighten gun laws. Make them so fucking tight that neither of them police officers can't even get a gun. I'll go that damn extreme. I say no guns in this whole damn country. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm open to have that conversation and to look into that more, a little deeper. But hey, you know, let's just have some common sense. You know, I don't even call it gun policies. Let's have some common sense policies, guys. Let's have some common sense policy when it comes to crazy fucking people, and stop, you know, brushing it under the rug like, okay, well, what did they use? We got to get rid of rocks now. We got to get rid of knives. We got to get rid of guns. We got to get, you know, especially something that's in the Constitution. No. You know, you're not, I just don't see it really working. All right, anyway, I'm going to get off because I ain't really got nothing really to add to this. I'm going to keep my eyes on the story. You know, if you guys have any information, hey, throw it in the comments. Shit, give me some talking points for another stream. You know what I'm saying? I get better and better at gathering my information and, you know, come out here and shit, see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. Show some damn information. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm talking to y'all later. Peace.